We are gonna start off by preheating our oven to 365. Today I'm making an easy, healthy dinner for two. We are gonna take chicken breasts and we are gonna stuff them with a whole bunch of deliciousness. There's gonna be sun-dried tomatoes, cheese, artichoke hearts. Let's get started. In a bowl, I have about an ounce of shredded mozzarella. You can use fresh if you want to. Now I am adding some artichoke hearts that I've chopped up. Chopped sun-dried tomatoes are going in next. A clove of chopped garlic, I'm using minced. I'm giving this a nice stir. Now I have to head back to the refrigerator to get my chicken breast. I have butterflied my chicken. This recipe only makes one chicken breast at a time, so you're definitely gonna wanna double this. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of dried basil inside of the chicken. The reason I am using dried basil is because I had fresh basil, but it is no good. It still smells good, but the leaves are all dark and wilted, and I'm not taking a chance on it. So I went ahead and just pulled out my dried basil, and that's what I'm gonna use inside of the chicken. But if you have fresh basil, use that instead because it would be better. Now I am taking that mixture and I'm gonna lay it all over one side of the chicken. I'm gonna fold the chicken over. If I need to, I can use toothpicks to keep this closed, but hopefully I don't need to. Me and my guys really like a Mediterranean style chicken, and this is definitely it. With the sun-dried tomatoes and the artichoke hearts, this is gonna be a good one. I have a 4 teaspoon each of paprika and curry powder and an 8 teaspoon of black pepper. This amount of seasoning is only for one chicken breast. If you're making 2 chicken breasts, you need to double it. I'm gonna sprinkle this all over the chicken breast. I have to show you how easy it is to adjust this recipe. So you can make it for 2 chickens for 2 people. If you have company coming over, you can definitely add more and impress your company. Or if someone doesn't like the stuffing and just wants seasonings, you can just make it with seasonings and no stuffing. This is definitely a versatile recipe. Love those. All right, I have set the chicken aside for a second because I want to go a step further and make this meal a little extra special. I have a bag of potatoes, and I think mashed potatoes would be really good to go alongside of this chicken. But I'm gonna go a step further and I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic into it and make them garlic mashed potatoes. I mean, if Olive Garden can do it, so can we. Do you ever go overboard on your mashed potatoes? I do too. Oh man. I was like, that's not enough, that's not enough. I add more, I'm like, ooh, now I went overboard. But I have to tell you, when we have leftover potatoes, mashed potatoes, Jason loves to make a potato pancake out of it. He just mixes up a little flour and onion, and then he fries it up, I believe in olive oil, and then he puts some butter over the top of it and it just melts down over the potato pancakes. Oh my goodness. Well, they're not potato pancakes, they're just potato cake. They are so good. They are not on the healthier side, but they are so good. While the potatoes are coming up to a boil, I'm gonna clean up this mess that I have going on, kind of spread out through all of my kitchen because when I cook, I always have stations set up, and yeah, so I need to clean that up first. But my chicken is still set out because it's only gonna take about 20 minutes once I put it in the oven. So I wanna get those potatoes brought up to a boil first. Then I'm gonna put my chicken in the oven. Everything will be about 20 minutes or so. And then I'm thinking the timing should be just about right when everything comes together at a perfect time. How are you at getting things coming together and getting done at the same time? Are you really good at it? Have you figured it out? Or do you struggle with it and you always end up having to keep things on warm? I think that I'm good with it, but I have had times where I'm like, nope, I have to put this on warm or have my oven set on warm. Let me know in the comments below, how are you with that? Timing a meal, does it get done all at the same time? Hey, I was just thinking, I need a vegetable on the side. I have some French style green beans. These seem more fancier because the way they're cut, so I think the fancier green beans will go perfect with this meal, don't you? I've made stuffed chicken breast in the past, but it's been a very long time since I've made it. So I'm looking very forward to this meal. Any other stuffed chicken breast I've ever made has been superb. It always turns out like a restaurant style chicken. I mean, seriously, you'd pay good money for something like this. Okay, I have the butter, salt, and pepper in the mashed potatoes. I put the chicken in for just a couple more minutes. It's not quite done yet. And then you can hear the microwave going behind me. That is cooking up those green beans really quickly. So for my garlic mashed potatoes, I'm gonna add a splash of milk. Well, maybe more than a splash. And then I'm gonna also add some minced garlic right into the potatoes. Doesn't take much. And now I'm just waiting on the chicken. The potatoes will stay warm. If I have to, I'll put them on a warmer on the burner, but they should be good because they're pretty hot. And the chicken is almost there. It's just, I'm not taking any chances. I don't want any food poisoning on my shift. Look at that. This chicken is fresh out of the oven. My, does it smell delicious. And the best part is for a full stuffed chicken breast, it is only 222 calories. If you're following Weight Watchers, it is 6 points. This is what the full meal looks like all together. You could make this a romantic dinner and light some candles on the table tonight. I absolutely loved having you here in the kitchen with me while I cook dinner. The recipe is linked below. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.